So hi everybody, this is Kadave, and we're getting ready to start playing our very first episode of The Tomorrow Legion in Savage Worlds Rift.
Woohoo!
Yep. First I guess let's go around the table and everybody can introduce themselves and their character for the evening.
What happened to my bullhorn?
It's over there.
God, it's over there.
What? That's my prop!
13 minutes late, and you don't even have your
God.
prop ready.
I had said it.
Oh
there.
my God!
I moved it because I thought it was just random detritus.
No. This is for when I am in the suit. My name is Stu.
My mistake.
My name is Stu. I'm the prop master, and I'm also playing Lambert Delanoy, a Quebecois glitter boy, who is more French than Canadian.
Sounds like it. I'm Sam. I play Tira Feanor, or Tiffany, as my mom calls me. God, it's not even my name. And I
Your
play
name?
a Flamewind Dragon Hatchling.
This is Bill, and I am playing Cal, EC, and I'm perfectly fine, thank you. How are you? And my daughter is a beautiful dragon, and people live in my head.
He's not my real
People live in my head! But they're small, very small, very small. And by the way, I have the chat room open, so you're the people living in my head. So we can have some fun with that, I'm sure, at some point during the game.
Absolutely. My name is Kimmy, and I am playing Arabella Kinsley, and I am a Cyber Knight and a straight-laced do-gooder, which is going to work out super great in this party. Super great. No problems whatsoever with this.
It's perfectly fine. We're all fine
In
here.
the fiction of Rifts, Cyber Knights and Glitter Boys are among the most respected people around.
I'll
Because
fix that.
they're fairly well renowned for
Give me the wine, it'll get
just
better.
being good folks that try and help out wherever they can, and you know, they stand up for the downtrodden, and like Glitter Boys are stupid powerful, so everybody's like, oh, if that guy believes it should be this way, it should be this way.
It would be that way. Okay, excellent.
That kind of a thing. And then Cyber Knights are truly just nice folks
Excellent.
in a world full of not nice things.
Yeah. Go me, I'm a nice person.
Yay.
Maybe, we'll see. If it's
I might be nice. What's nice? I'm a dragon. I don't know.
Me too, me
Is nice eating? I don't understand.
Nice
Nice
is
sounds fun.
refraining from eating people as soon as you meet them.
Oh, that doesn't sound fun.
That would be nice.
Why would you do that?
What if
They
they're
deserved it.
delicious?
Then you miss out, I guess.
All right. So the basic sort of background for the group is that everyone here is playing a member of the Tomorrow Legion. That is a small but growing faction that set up shop in sort of northern Arkansas in post-apocalyptic Rifts Earth. And it's centered around a castle refuge that I believe is right there.
Nice.
Look at that hover
Beautiful.
castle.
What?
That's the one that's near Branson.
It's near Branson, but
Right.
not in Branson.
Right.
But
I misread that.
which is amusingly based on a real world place that is some guys that are trying to build a castle in
Awesome.
real life, but are having funding issues. Shockingly,
No
because
way.
castles are not expensive at all.
Turns out the payoff
Who
on
knew?
Castle, not so great.
Right. And it's hard to find investors to be like, hey, want to build me a castle? Like, I see how that's a trouble. Essentially what happened is that...
Yes, mother.
Thank you, dear.
Lord.
It starts.
It's so exciting, too.
It's that sweet mother-daughter talk. Like, what's wrong with dad? What's wrong with mommy's hand? Oh, it's empty. Hello.
Yeah, you're obviously
Every
not
time
a
I try that with
mother
my
and
kids,
daughter.
they start crying.
No wire coat hangers.
Go get me a bottle of wine. Or a Switch. You choose. You choose.
I sent Allie to the store for some milk and a six-pack, and she came back with just the milk. I got mad.
Ooh.
Sorry. Good.
look on the store clerk's face of like, really? And you probably send a note. Like,
It's okay to give my daughter my beer.
Signed, Allie's dad.
Yeah.
uh,
No, really, I'm cool with this.
yeah, really, it's for me. I swear, it's for me. But what happened is that as the rifts opened all over Earth and continue to open and close at random intervals, well, I guess I should go back a little farther first. So, Earth progressed to a point maybe 100, 150 years beyond where we are now in modern day. Technology got a lot better, but not crazy sci-fi, I heal you with a wave of a techno stick kind of stuff. But there's like a train going by outside.
It's my watch.
Allie,
Get
shut
out!
the door.
Close the door, please.
So,
See,
technology
this
is cool.
is what you get with daughters.
Not me.
Zachary comes in too.
Yeah, no, totally.
Not me.
Then something happened. Some sort of massive warfare, probably nuclear related, took place, and the hundreds of millions of people dying all at once seemed to pour energy into an invisible matrix of magical lines all over the earth that then sprang to life and became visible. And still exist all around Rift's Earth now. They're called ley lines, and they're sort of like bluish lightning lines that spark all over the planet. Wherever they intersect,
Are they
is-
visible?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
And some of them are huge. Some of them are smaller. I mean, some of them are like a single bolt of lightning. Some of them are hundreds of yards wide.
Okay. And the larger is more commensurate with the power.
Right.
Okay.
And anywhere these lines intersect is called a nexus point. And nexus points are extremely powerful and dangerous because that's where rifts open. And then when rifts open, it opens a doorway between our planet and somewhere else in space and time. It could be a different dimension that's exactly the same, except they only have horrifying green butterflies that shoot acid out of their mouths.
Nice.
It might be a planet that has all kinds of crazy aliens on it. Or it could be an Earth with crazy high-tech stuff that never
could be a
had rifts
place
open up.
where tiny, tiny people can capture you
That's
and
right.
take you and hold you prisoner. And only because you're strong and smart and charming can you escape. But sometimes they get in on the way out and they come back. Or replaced with ice cream. Those places too.
Yep, exactly. It's essentially anything you can think of could be on the other side of a rift.
All right.
It might be Care Bears that are just happy to see everybody and want to shine their light on the world, or it could
I
be
will-
Care Bears that
I will
are happy to see
fucking kill
everybody
them.
and want to eat everyone.
They're
Like,
okay.
yeah, it's just a random shoot. But essentially, what happened is that as these opened, they dumped forth all kinds of randomness all over the planet. So there's different areas that are just engulfed in all different things. Up in Minnesota and Manitoba, Canada, there's an alien race of bugmen that came out of the rifts that now are turning that whole area into a giant, horrifying termite mound and killing anybody that gets near them.
Nice. Okay.
So people have tried to be like, "Hey neighbor, how's it going? We all live here together now," and they're like, "Die!" And that's just something that people don't like to see. There are essentially at this point two major factions in North America. The first being the Coalition, with striking parallels to sort of the Nazi Party. They've got really good design. Their stuff looks
Very
really
smart looking
awesome.
uniforms.
Yeah, they're very striking and really cool tech.
I think we're the bad guys.
Yeah. Exactly. Hey, have you seen like all of our stuff is skulls and
Yeah.
just black and terrifying and yeah, maybe I don't know, but
The army that dresses sharp rules sharp.
right. Much like why I fell in love with the Empire in Star Wars as a child because their stuff looked so much more
Ooh,
awesome.
shiny.
It really does.
Yeah, clearly.
Yep.
But they have established themselves sort of up and down the Mississippi River. Their main settlement is called Chi-Town, which is not Chicago. It's
Weird.
sort of south out of Chicago. Probably like the people that migrated there felt like they were still connected to Chicago at one point. And the coalition is very, very pro-human, very, very anti-magic.
I don't
They
like the sound of that.
sort of vaguely tolerate psychic stuff because it's really like a person's inner strength and not this horrifying magic that has sprung to life all over the planet and is wrecking shit.
They just don't know you, honey.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why.
It's alright, they'll make a nice lunch.
The other major faction is the Federation of Magic. And they are very much more open to all of the random dimensional beings and creatures and magic powers and stuff that have sprung up all over the earth. But their leader is a horrifying, megalomaniacal bastard that just wants to control everything, and he's not above, raising up your grandfather's corpse to fight for him, and
So the hero of the story.
yeah, just anything that gives him power, he'll do. Whether that's making a deal with horrifying demons from another dimension, or opening rifts to swallow up towns that oppose him, like anything that he can think of to do, he's happy to do. So he's not really a nice guy either, but they're a little more egalitarian in terms of other races and other magical creatures and stuff like that. Then there's a couple of smaller factions, like going to Mexico is a really bad idea, as it's entirely full of vampires that don't get along with anybody. Luckily, they seem to not actually be able to cross running water, so the Rio Grande River is quite useful.
All right. Well.
So that's a good
Don't
deal.
build a bridge, got it.
One of the other major things that has happened is that just outside of Bermuda, like the Bermuda Triangle area, a new continent has reemerged that calls itself Atlantis. That's ruled by horrifying alien slug creature things with tentacles that
Hot.
are super not cool either, because they like to just enslave everybody else and make them do stuff.
Seems rude.
Like the aliens from The Simpsons.
Yes. Oh, that's exactly what I would think of. Yeah. Other places around the world have all kinds of random things going on, and I'm sure that'll get fleshed out more in more future
And
Savage
vampires
worlds.
in Mexico. Vampires.
Yes,
There's
Yeah.
vampires
they totally are.
in Mexico.
Yes.
Vampires. The wall did not keep them out. The vampires in Mexico.
The river did, shockingly.
Yeah, shockingly.
Build a river.
Yeah, we had to build the river.
An anti-wall, it's actually. 'Cause
Right.
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 It's a negative wall
Well,
space.
there's a wall and a moat.
Exactly. It's quite effective.
That's right. It's actually super easy. We just don't invite them, and it's really simple. It's gotten so much easier.
I forget what
Thou art hereby not invited.
vampire fiction it was that I read or watched that some heroes showed up and they were shocked that vampires had gotten in and killed these people, and they're like, why would these nice people have invited these horrifying vampire creatures in? And then the guy looks down and there's a welcome mat outside the door. And it's like, we
That
can play
is
the
amazing.
rules lawyer vampires.
The Matt said we could.
Yeah, exactly. But
Technically.
the group that you guys have aligned yourselves with founded themselves in this northern Arkansas castle that was rebuilt up by dwarves from what they thought were ruins, but were really just unfinished construction. That they put their dwarven shoulders into it and built a functional castle. And the leader of the Cyber Knights, a guy named Lord Coke, That's how I call it anyway. It might be something else pronunciation, but it's a,
Kowaki.
yeah, it's a made up word, so I'm going to say it how I like.
How do you spell it?
Coake.
Okay.
He led a bunch of refugees from a fallen city that was engaged in a war with the coalition. That they got out in time before the city was destroyed. He led a bunch of them to this castle, and they set up residence, and essentially it's sort of welcoming to everybody. It's just a happy-go-lucky place. If you can come, the only thing they ask is that you try and help other people. And they organize folks into parties that go out and scout, or, you know, PR teams that go out and talk with villages and try and get more people into the fold of just pay it forward kind of thinking. Just be a nice person. Everybody, we're all stuck on this earth together, so let's figure it out. Kind of situation. And all of you are members of one of those scouting parties that ranges out from the castle several days in various directions, depending on where they get intelligence that points to something interesting. A lot of times it's going to find what has come out of a rift that might have opened. You know, they'll get reports that a rift opened and they need to see what's going on, if it's a horrible invasion of demons or if it's more people that need help. That kind of a thing. So you guys have been traveling together for a while. I'm not a big fan of doing the stupid, you all meet in a tavern, make friends, let me just watch that for a half an hour, because that's really not fun. Because everybody just gets the awkward, like, why would I trust you? Why would I go adventuring with you? Thing that's not awesome at all. So you guys all have known each other for a while. You've been living and working in and around Castle Refuge for some time. You've gone on several missions together. And in fact, that's where we're going to start, is that you've been out scouting a while.
Why did you just pour Diet Coke in there before you put Jameson's in it?
The guy wanted to rinse the wine out.
Diet Coke and wine is better than Jameson's and Coke and wine.
I rinsed the wine, but I don't mind having a little bit of Diet Coke in my Jamesons, but I don't want wine in my Jamesons.
Okay.
I love how the crazy is like the super logical one.
I think the tiny people in his head are judging you.
Are they? You want some?
Yeah. I'm gonna put it in my wine.
What's your character's
Just put it
name
in the
again,
wine
Stu?
to spite him.
It's right.
Lambert d'Illinois.
So,
Or if I'm in my suit, Lambert d'Illinois.
Nice.
does that come through okay, everybody? Did you test it?
This is a test. 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me over the microphone?
We'll wait and see if they can come back and say it sounds all right.
I would imagine.
Okay.
It's pretty loud.
See, this has gotten bad because now every voice in my head is like, "Just drink it from the bottle, you idiot!" Chug, chug, chug. I don't always listen to the voices in my head. Sometimes they're just in there.
Sometimes they're trolls.
And they totally.
And they're all
yes, they
gambling for
can.
beer.
They say
They can understand it? Or they can hear
All right.
we hear you.
it?
They're
Okay.
answering your
We
question.
say,
All right.
yeah, we hear. Yep, you can. We
We
hear
hear
you
you just fine, yeah.
All right. Cool.
Excellent.
It's all right. Not great though. So make that great. Work on making that great.
I can do it. I can do it like this. I have more. Testing 1, 2, 3.
That's terrible.
That's terrible.
Yeah,
That's
don't do
hideous.
This is supposed to be a normal voice, but of course it's distorted because it's a piece
okay.
of shit.
That
It was-
works.
It was $4 on Amazon.
It's good. Yeah, $4 is pretty good for that, really. So,
Oh, that's because SPOH is because the mic is closer to your mouth and the output from the horn. So it's
Oh, okay. So they're hearing a combination.
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
So you know,
there's some distortion.
I will do it like this.
So,
All right,
I have made the assumption that you guys go out and travel, and you've been provided with what essentially is a rebuilt flatbed tow truck,
Okay.
because some of you are large, so you can ride along that. Rift's Earth is not like the interstate highway system has been kept up in any way. It's mostly down to dirt roads and paths because this is hundreds of years after the whole rift thing started.
Right.
At this point. Oh, they lost it for a second, but it says it's back. Anyway,
I wonder if I should tell my kids to stay off the internet.
I don't know if it's that.
Yeah, just as like a rule of thumb. There's a lot of bad stuff on the internet.
Well, yeah.
Like actual plays. Like, you don't want
Us.
to be seeing that stuff.
we're on the
Like
internet.
we're on the internet.
Don't let your children on there. You can find people like us.
That's right.
Don't go on the internet. You might see some of the embarrassing things your father does in front of strangers.
Don't lick that. We don't know where you've been. So, you travel along, certainly not 60 miles an hour or anything. You just kind of rumble along, but this way that you guys don't have to hike the whole time. It is in no way an armored vehicle. It's really just transport. Runs off a little techno wizard fusion reactor kind of a thing that none of you really know how it works, but it just does. That when you get back to town, they plug it into some weird looking device, and after a while they tell you can go drive it again. But range isn't really an issue either.
Okay.
So it's like a volt. Because
So,
I don't know
yeah.
how that thing works either, and you plug it into a thing. And then it goes.
Right.
It's just some kind of magic.
Sure.
Yeah.
Tiffany can't ride in
No.
There's like a it's a flatbed.
On the truck.
Oh, it's a big truck.
It's like a not
flatbed
like a
is my
full
seat.
18-wheeler, but like it's like a big tow, like the kind that lifts up the car on the flat back.
Okay, all right.
So it's big enough that you could park your mech on it and grab on to the rail,
Okay.
kind of ride along, and then there's be space if you need to relax.
It has some bad ass suspension.
would have
Magic suspension.
Magical suspension.
And they plug it into something, and we don't know, and they say, okay, the suspension works again.
That's how you know the battery's getting low when the ride gets rough.
That's right.
You're like, oh, it doesn't have enough energy for that crazy magnetic ride or whatever. But you guys have been out on patrol, pretty uneventful. Sort of, you kind of keep your eyes on, because basically surrounding where Castle Refuge is Coalition territory. So you keep an eye on what they're up to, and if anybody looks like they're making moves to come make an attack or something.
So we're kind of in like a unincorporated area. Is that what?
Yeah, essentially. It's land that if you ask someone in the Coalition, they would say it belongs to them, but they don't really have a presence there to enforce that.
Okay.
That kind of a situation. The thing I think I'd like to do, if you'd like to cut that for me.
Okay. Look how pretty those are. Those are nice cards.
They're my Madame Leota cards.
Nice.
Ooh. I love it when you wear that dress.
You know, really fits me.
Oh, it does.
Well, you make most clothes look good.
Yeah,
Yeah, most clothes really fit you.
the kind I buy anyway.
Sure.
Yeah. It's all in the consumer. So, let's see here. I will roll one of my fancy cool blue Rifts dice.
Ooh.
And while you're on the road, you can tell us a story of a tragedy
Ooh.
that has happened to your character at some point. Cow.
So, I know that, I've told you guys a lot of stuff over the, hours that I've talked to you.
Yeah.
And this is something I didn't know if I was going to share, but I'm feeling very open today, very, very caring. It's tough because I don't want to talk about everything, but I think I know you guys well enough that I could talk about this very, very personal thing, and that's the fact that I know I've told you about the people in my head, but I probably haven't told you how they got there. And it was during my my time on the other side of the rift, because I have seen some shit. And I mean like bad stuff, not the other kind. I've seen that too, but that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is the bad stuff. And I was in another place where there was bad stuff. And it started out okay because it was nice, but then all these little people attacked me, like tiny, like nano people, attacked me, and they captured me, and they held me down, and they tortured me, but I got away. But when I got out, they obviously had attacked me on the way out because there was bad stuff that happened in my head, and that's when they got in. Because I think I know because I hear them. I can hear them now, little tiny voices, almost like they're outside of a room, yelling in a backyard. I can hear them in my head.
They brought their backyard with them. That's how tiny they are.
That's how tiny they are. They could bring their entire city with them in my head. And when I came out, my whole life had changed. And before that, I was doing great. I had great things I was doing, big things, huge things. I had the best things I was doing.
Oh no.
And then that changed. Not that you guys aren't great. And of course, out of every door that closes is another window that monkeys can swing through. And that's when I hatched my beautiful daughter. So even out of the tragedy, there was something wonderful that happened. But I'm not downplaying the tragedy because that was bad stuff.
That's super sad, yeah.
It's very bad.
It was sad.
By the way, the chat room during this is hilarious. Hilarious. Hey, he's talking about us again. We never have to come across your weird ass world, dick.
See? And right now they're making fun of me. They're talking about they didn't want to be here. You wanted to come or you wouldn't have jumped into my head, obviously.
That's a good point.
Wait, here's an idea. How you like that? How you like that?
Oh.
How you like that in there? Oh, okay. Whoa. Oh, even my mic fell off. Woo.
That's fantastic.
Well done.
Is he in his armor?
In terms of Savage Worlds, that was an interlude.
Is he in his armor?
Yeah, I would assume so.
All right. Well, Stu's not here. I'm watching. So I gotta have his helmet.
Like his armor's helmet?
Yeah, I need the helmet. So I'm keeping an eye.
I don't know if it comes off like that. Like in a non-violent way.
Well, how does he get out of the suit?
Well, like it opens up, but like the suit's huge and he's not that big, so it's
Okay.
It's not detachable.
yeah, it's not like he gets off and carries it like a motorcycle helmet.
I mean, technically, all heads are detachable.
Right? Yeah, if you work hard enough, you could get
If
it
you really
off.
believe in yourself.
But you probably
Said like a true dragon. Technically, any part of a human is detachable.
Yeah.
Well, yes.
All right.
you don't
Well, I
even have
gotta
to work
figure
that
it
hard
out.
most of the
I
time.
just usually get grounded for that.
All right. Well, maybe I can just get in it later. Okay, that's fine.
You're welcome to keep that on the back burner.
Okay,
as your
yeah.
goal. But
Sure. Or I can get in at some point because he has to get out sometimes, right? I've
Yeah.
seen him out of it.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't live in there, does he?
No, he gets out.
Okay.
Not like the people in your
He
head.
can be in there for an extended period of time. Like it has
Sure.
built-in life support stuff that can keep him.
Oh yeah.
But he does get out. Because I think if he stays in more than a certain amount of time, he has to take fatigue, or he gets exhausting because you're up in a suit. That kind of a deal. So cool. You guys have been rumbling along. You're heading back towards Castle Refuge.
Okay.
The ride's getting rough in your truck, so it's getting close to time to refill. You are following sort of a combination between like a dirt road and an animal track. That it's not maintained in any way, but driving along, up ahead you see that there's some kind of a minor tributary of a river. It's not. It's bigger than what I'd call a creek, but it's smaller than a giant something that you need to worry about a big trestle bridge to get over. And as you're getting up a little closer, you can all make a notice check.
Notice.
Notice.
It's a skill.
Notice.
If you don't have it, then you roll a d4 and a d6, and you take 2 away
A D4 and a D6.
if you don't have the skill.
I do not have the
And you
skill.
take 2 away. Okay.
Mhm.
These are really nice dice, by the way. These
Oh,
beautiful
yeah.
dice.
I like this color.
Provided by Pinnacle Entertainment. Thank you for sending us cool stuff.
I dig the cool.
Take 2 away.
So 3,
4.
4. All right, nice. So on your d6, you rolled a 6.
Wait. Take 2 away. But well,
If you roll the top number,
oh
then you roll it again and you add it because the dice explode.
Yeah. So
no.
you ended up with a 4 after you took 2 off.
Well, you roll a D4 and a D6, right?
And
You don't add them together.
Oh, you don't add them together.
yeah,
okay,
right.
then
Oh.
2.
Gotcha.
Never
okay.
mind. I added.
Oh.
You just take the higher result.
Higher of the
die.
2. Okay,
Right.
I added.
2. Never mind.
Also
Cool.
2.
Different.
Huh, I'm super noticey at a 3.
Yes. So the average number that you're shooting for in Savage Worlds is 4.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Got it.
But like on those dice, if you roll and you get the max number on whatever die you're rolling, you get to roll it again and add that to it.
Okay.
Right.
So like if you
yeah.
roll a d4 and you get a 4, you pick it up, you roll it again, you get a 3, now you've got a 7.
Nice. That's cool.
Like that. And it keeps going. Even when you roll damage. So like you can try and bite somebody and you might end up doing like 312 damage.
Oh, nice.
Rare, but possible. Which is a bad day for anybody.
Yeah.
Really, anytime a dragon tries to bite you, it's a bad day.
I point off in a random direction. Squirrel! Squirrel! Squirrel!
There is, in fact, a squirrel.
Squirrel!
You noticed a squirrel over there.
Squirrel!
Well, you rumble a little farther along, and Stu gets back just in time to make a notice check.
What am I rolling against?
Notice the notice skill.
Notice skill.
And if you
Which I
don't,
took.
excellent.
Ah,
Because
somebody took it.
I played this game before.
Roll that die and your wild die.
Yep. No. I got a 3 and a 2.
All right.
You rolled as good as me. I don't even have this skill. There's a squirrel though.
You've all focused on the squirrel. It's one of those really, really dark black squirrels. Those rare ones that you're like, oh, look, it's not just the average ground squirrel. Look at that one. It's cool.
It's probably too small for a snack.
But, I mean, anything's a snack. It's just how filling. And if it's
Not
worth the
worth
trouble. Yeah. But you rumble along, and the dirt track that you've been following leads you up to beneath the die tray.
Ba-na-na. What? There's a thing hidden under the die tray. I try to make it exciting.
You have rumbled up to the side of the bridge with Stu and Sam. And as you get there...
Are we still riding on the thing, I'm assuming?
Yeah, the
okay,
you-
all right.
truck
And
rumbles
are we
up to
coming from Stu's direction or from?
Yes.
Okay.
there. So you have not crossed the bridge yet because you get there and it looks pretty rickety. It's not in good condition and it's just a wooden
Okay.
crossing. Nice. Stu got the official...
Yeah. I can't figure
Rumble,
out how
rumble, rumble.
I can't figure out how to glue it on though.
Make him stay.
That looks awesome.
No, his gun and his thing. I can't
Oh,
get him to stick.
Don't do that.
I'm riding up. I'm riding up here. I'm riding up there. I'm riding up here.
ready, shotgun.
I'm riding up here.
You want me to get a card and make a long bed truck?
Sure.
I'll use my mad art skills.
Really, the pinnacle of your art skills was the rhino.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was
Pretty much.
that was where it was.
And they all kind of look a little phallic.
Everything.
Yes.
You're like the John Malkovich of dicks.
I often say
They're,
that
say, they're
to
saying like the
myself.
camera can't focus. It's all just like pixeled horrendousness down here.
No, it's focused. It unfocuses when you do a bunch of stuff in front of it because it starts
Ah.
focusing on your hands, but then it focuses back to the map.
You have to come back in.
So the truck about that big?
It's
Is
also
that
not
too
like
big?
super
No, it's
huge,
fine.
so if you're on mobile, sorry, use your imagination. But we love you anyway.
Right. On the other side of the river, you see several laser blasts come through and light a bush on fire just kind of crossing your path, perpendicular to the direction of your travel. And then, now that you've gotten closer, you hear some kind of guttural language that I don't think any of you speak.
Maybe, I don't know.
If it was on your character sheet, I saw it, and you don't speak it. So
Doesn't mean I don't understand it.
it's true. That's fair. That's fair. And then, with a little more looking, you kind of see several figures off in the distance towards the far end of the table from me that are running sort of up along the bank, and they seem to be chasing what looks like a small person, either a kid or a dwarf. You've all met dwarves. You live in Castle Refuge.
Yeah.
Something, some type of smaller than average humanoid.
They're pretty cute.
They're all rosy cheeked.
They're funny. They sing.
Can I bound?
Like, do like a standing long jump kind of?
Yeah.
You can try. I would say you can make a pilot check.
I never took pilot. Was I supposed to take pilot to use the suit?
No.
Okay.
No.
That no means
Define
yes.
use.
Right. That's really the
Beat
question.
it?
Is if you want to do crazy shit like leap off the back of a truck and fly through the air using like the jet boosters on the back,
Right.
kind of a thing, needs a little skill.
Okay. All right.
If you want to just walk around and do your thing and fire the gun, that's all cool. But
Should move some points around if you want to do that crazy shit, because we're learning,
right.
We are learning.
right.
I mean, I'm not the
Absolutely.
GM or anything, but I think you should do it.
I'm happy to let you try. You have bennies. What the hell could happen?
Yeah, exactly.
As the glitter boy.
Come
pilot
on, Robo
slowly
Frog, get it
drowns in
on.
the
Well,
tree.
I'm trying to think if I would have the. I don't think I would have the skill for that because I wasn't the guy who was supposed to have the suit.
Spoilers.
Right. So, I'll try anyway, though.
Sure.
Why not?
So
So a D4 and a D6 minus 2.
D4 and a D6 minus 2. No, the closest I got was a 3.
A 3 after the minus 2.
Oh, well, sorry, a 1.
Ah, okay. So you kind of are you trying to like leap over the cab kind of a
Yeah,
thing?
I'm trying to bound over here somewhere
All right.
because it's a super suit, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it has a jetpack on the back.
Okay.
It's meant to stabilize you when you fire, but you could try and ignite it for propulsion.
Okay.
It is in focus. I think it's just a bad drawing.
Oh!
Damn!
Damn!
That's some brutal shit right there.
They're like, "Can you focus it?" And they're like, "Well," but I keep looking at it, and it looks like it's in focus to me. Like I can see like this perfectly and that perfectly. It just looks like
The grid is just confusing.
I
to the
wonder if we
camera.
should use a.
Maybe.
You wanna-
I think
I wouldn't
no.
switch it out now, but use the other
The-
map because
maybe.
it could be
The contrast issue.
I think that just
It could
the
because it's
they're saying
white,
that they
white.
think the lines just need to be thicker and darker. Because I think I don't know, but we're
Here.
learning.
No, and by they, we mean S.P. Lloyd. Fucking whiner.
We put your pictures up. What do you want?
God.
You can make things thicker.
That's it. F that. Give me one of S.P. Lloyd's pictures. That's it. Forget it.
Sure.
What are you doing, Stu?
I'm drawing lines. I thought you wanted me to put lines in.
No,
Like,
not the
darken
not,
up the lines of the
not
drawing.
the grid
not
line.
Oh, I thought you
The
meant
drawing
the grid lines. Didn't she say the
lines.
grid lines weren't thick enough?
No.
We're
The
totally
drawing
professional.
lines.
It's totally fine.
Allowances must be made.
It's fine. It's fine. I will look for fat-tipped wet erase markers.
Well, I can make this fat tipped. That's easy.
Yeah, but then it can't come back.
No. It's a one-time setting change.
There's a big shock. There's a lot of discussion about they need it thicker and darker in the
Size words.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, God.
I know. It's because it's on the internet, which is why your kids shouldn't be on there.
Yes.
Oh man, got to see a little bit of the infamous Venable temper in there.
Yeah.
It's usually saved for siblings, which is of course was why I just saw it.
Because, brothers and sisters.
Yeah, and Zachary. What he
All right, I just changed the resolution too, guys, so hopefully that helps. We haven't used a map camera.
just make it
ever.
4K.
Not quite, no.
That camera can't do that, my friend.
I don't even know if we can do 2.
Aha, much better. I fixed it.
Oh, okay.
You're
All right.
trying to.
And it was the lines that fixed it. It was my lines.
That's all it needed was just a little bit thicker river line.
Oh,
It's all
Yes.
good.
black one too.
Perfect.
It's the 2 parallel grid lines.
That's all I can
A
do.
little bit
I just
darker.
realized that I'm clapping like we're teaching a kid to clap. I'm hissing like
Yeah.
this, like it's like
You're
Wow.
such a new dad.
And then they learn, and you're like, stop. Please.
no
So
way.
what
No way,
happened?
man.
Just like talking.
So what happens to me?
You know what? Roll a D8 and a D12.
I got a 4 on the 8 and an 8 on the 12.
Okay, so move 4 squares forward. And then move 4 squares in the 8 direction of the clock.
That's like this way.
Yes.
Diagonal?
Yeah,
Like there?
there you go.
So I went.
Right. You successfully leaped over the cab like with the leg jump, and then you lit the thrusters to try and get over the river, and you went, oh! And you came down over there, and I'll say that you're on a knee. You did like the superhero landing.
Oh, I'm gonna land.
Yeah. So it looks like maybe you were trying to do that on purpose and get into a position for firing or something. But
I
yeah,
will pose.
you slowly come up and strike a pose. So at this point, as with Savage Worlds games, you know what? Here.
We deal them.
Yeah. Pass them out.
Are they shuffled and cut?
They're shuffled and she cut them.
Yep.
Up or down?
Hmm?
Up.
Yeah. Doesn't
Face
matter.
up or down? Up.
You're getting too technical.
Face
with
up.
this.
Oh,
You want,
that's,
how many you want?
that's right.
Well, just one.
Yeah, just one.
The ace of spades.
The ace of clubs.
If you like to gamble, I tell you I'm your man. It's my sword, by the way.
Great.
That's your initiative.
Okay.
You can tell I wasn't cheating.
Dude.
All right. So, in Savage Worlds, you start at the top, which is a joker, but nobody has one of those. So we will go to ace.
Ace of
And we've got
spades.
2 aces.
We got spades and a club.
So it goes reverse alphabetical order.
Ace of
So
spades.
the ace of spades is first.
Ace of spades. Oh. What do we see?
Do you have a mini?
Do I
at
see a
all?
thing? Where's your mini, Kimmy?
Yes, I have a mini. I actually
could-
have
I
a
could-
mini. I spent a bunch of time painting it, but then I clear coated it today, so it's
It's not ready.
not quite ready.
Whoa!
You're a
I don't want to
cute.
say that your armor makes you look boxy, but
Do you want to?
Here.
Stu, will you hand me the wine
Here's some
opener?
lower.
Ooh,
The wine?
Wine opener.
Wow, that's a sweet die, though.
damn, you could hurt a burglar with that
they're all
die.
Star Wars. Nobody has a sword. See, now I'm picky. Now it's like
Minutely.
this is zombie. Here, we'll do that one. I am a snow
What is it?
snow
Oh.
turtle.
Here's a
My roommates
So I'm
don't
in
drink
the-
wine, and people
Oh, there
keep
you go.
bringing us wine for housewarming gifts.
Oh.
So,
I'm probably in the
I
front,
have a
right, as the
stockpile
only
of game
other-
You're
wine now.
probably in the cab,
Size.
yeah.
So I don't know what it
person.
is, but
Okay.
well, let's try it.
7.
But go ahead.
Sangiovese?
Cow.
Where's the thing we heard?
Across the river, you've seen some laser blasts, and you see a small. Oh, I forgot to get out the tiny human.
Oh no, it's a tiny human.
Kind of put him by that tree, between the tree and the bank of the river. Yeah, somewhere in there. Cool.
Yoda?
I think it's actually a Shadrafan in Star Wars, but
I don't know what a shot
the little mouse dude.
Oh, okay.
Come on. Nice job, Spock. All right.
I'm done reading Star Wars books.
I've learned all the lore I can learn. My head is full and my heart aches.
I'll keep going on a tirade about how they write those things.
Don't read the books.
I'm not going to.
Who's driving?
Can we see who's pursuing?
Am I
or we
driving?
can't
Who's
see?
driving?
We just saw laser blasts.
You just saw some laser
Okay.
blasts. They kind of came from behind that tree, and there's some
Okay.
scrub, so you can't really.
Who's driving? Are you driving?
Yes.
Okay.
I put her in the driver's seat.
I'm
You're in the driver's
writing.
seat. It
doesn't-
like,
I can't
Okay.
drive. I won't fit in the driver's seat.
I would not recommend attempting to use the truck for violent means.
Okay. But other than that, I can go along a road.
Yes.
Okay. I have the same skill level as a 16-year-old human in modern days.
No.
No.
You wouldn't
No.
want to try and drive it at like 75 or 80 miles an hour down a street with stoplights
Okay.
like a 16-year-old.
Like a 6-year-old would.
While playing on your phone.
Right, while
Right.
texting your friends.
SB Lloyd says, you can tell Dave is a dad. His minis are in a diaper wipes box.
They absolutely are.
They have that cool like locking mechanism though.
Right.
Yeah.
And you can actually, you don't have to open it. You can just stick your hand down inside and just
Well,
randomly.
see, and I
lift
can
it
like
out.
peer in there,
Right.
check on my minis.
Plus, they smell nice.
Right,
do.
and they stay moist.
Yeah.
And sterile.
Moist.
Hello at night of Cyberlandia. Halt the vehicle! I dive out the door.
All right.
Okay.
So your pace as a human, I don't remember if your pace is higher than.
Oh, my
Okay,
pace
your
is
pace is
12,
12.
because ace of spades.
When I'm standing up, do they just look at my gut?
Let's see. Right? Do you take diagonals as ones? How does this work? You're fruitcake and you're using weird.
Yeah, why aren't you using the other side where
Yeah,
you got
hexes where adults play.
Hexes.
One.
Listen.
Do I
We're
count
gonna use
diagonals?
squares in this game.
boy.
Are diagonals a one, or is it?
It is
1.5.
1, and then the next one counts as 2.
Okay, so I go 1, 2, 3,
Mm-hmm.
4, 5, 6,
There you go.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
The next one, you could do it
no,
diagonal.
10. Faster in the water is a squirrel spy. I jump in the water.
All right. Along the bank there,
doing?
it's
I'm
kind
trying
of
to aim it at his
That's okay.
thing
It's-
rather than
yeah.
his gut.
I am safe.
Oh, because he's
I am
standing up.
safe.
Well, you can point it up at his head.
That's a good idea. Although there's a bunch of stuff behind his head.
I'll
So?
sit. I'll just sit. Never mind. I was just trying to get perspective for tactical reasons.
Sorry. This is really my master plan.
Actually, a lot of people enjoyed seeing your belly. That's what it says in here.
I'm sure.
I'm reading the
sure.
chat.
I enjoy seeing it.
The voice.
In
Yeah.
the morning.
Hello.
Wake up and I go, oh, it's still there.
Oh, my precious.
My precious.
I wake up and I'm like, it's still there. So, I had to get it up. And,
Right.
I mean, the belly.
The belly. The
I'm
belly.
Sick people.
Cool. Now that you're across the river,
I actually have no idea what you're saying. Is
The
that a
Ace of
song?
Spades? Yeah.
really?
Really? Seriously?
Sorry.
Like, that's a big song. Like, I'm not a big music dude either.
I might.
That song.
If
By,
actually,
who's it by? I don't know what I'm talking about.
Metallica.
Oh,
If you like to gamble, I tell you
fake band. It's fake music.
fake music.
Fake news. Fake news music. When some you lose, some are all the same.
Well, there goes 15,000 subscribers right there. Great.
Oh, it's magic. The
There's
numbers
no crossover
disappearing.
between heavy metal fans and RPG fans at all.
They're not technically heavy metal.
Oh my god.
Stop alienating the viewers.
Scatter them at some point behind that tree towards the far end of the map. Set them up.
Such a dick. Oh,
There we go.
man.
How's that? Does that work?
Sure.
Is that okay?
Yes.
Tell me. Wow. A motley crew. See? Metal fans, I feel you.
And they're back.
Now that's a metal
It's
band.
glow in the dark, huh?
Yeah.
That's so cool. Neat.
Can I see them now?
If he relays back something,
I shouted very clearly. I'm sure you can hear me over the comms. Last one in the water is a squirrel spy. If you can't follow the directions, it's not my fault.
I
And then, almost sotto voce, he's so cute. He's a little guy there. I like a little guy.
But not too low.
you can.
No, not too little.
If you want to do like a double action.
Mhm.
You can spend one action as like a sensor check with your suit.
I don't have that.
And
That would
then-
be notice, I assume.
Yeah, you could do a notice, and then it would be at -2 to also fire. And looks like Kimmy would have to deal with some deafness
Oh dear.
issues.
The question is, do we ask questions first or do I fire? I think I fire.
That's up to you.
All right. All right.
Did
I'm-
you want to take any other action other than running, by the way? I mean, you
Oh, right, because I could
could
do something
You
else.
could run, which is you roll your run
Right.
die.
Oh, yeah, I could see one of these. I see these people now. What do they have?
Yeah.
I
The
got so
one-
excited about being in the water.
They seem to have some kind of a bladed weapon on their hips, and they all seem to be holding some kind of a futuristic-y looking rifle,
All right, and
which jives with the idea of the
are
laser
they
blast
with
you-
that guy or are they threatening my little friend?
They obviously are chasing after that little friend.
I will shoot this guy
All right. Roll your shooting.
with.
And I guess I can describe them to you. They are horrifyingly bright red, evil-looking, sort of fleshy mutant dudes.
Alrighty.
What do you mean horrifyingly red?
Not a pretty shade of red like you, honey.
No, like
They're like nasty
You're more like a-
mottled red.
Oh.
Not shiny,
You're like an
scaly
oxblood.
red.
Okay. All right. All right. It's about to get offended.
hold
You
on,
put the
I'll get
F
you a
in
picture.
effervescent.
I'm just making trouble.
You are.
See, that's
Well,
not,
that is kind of an oxblood.
that's
It's not that
right.
bad. It's more of a crimson.
Yeah, but they're 8-ish feet tall. They're kind of big. They're kind of and they're kind of bumpy and hairless, and they got chunk of metal sticking out of them.
Bumpy.
Yeah,
Ew.
It is skin disorder.
they might.
We
But
should
none
not
of the
touch
rest of you have seen them yet.
them. We will
So
get the scabies.
All right.
Probably shouldn't eat those.
I would not.
I will.
I love your friend. She's like the best.
Oh yeah, I shoot. If I use two hands, I shoot one of them at a negative, right?
yeah, you shoot both of them at a negative
What?
because you've already taken one action of the move action, and now if you
Right.
tried to shoot two weapons, they'd both be at.
Oh no
-2.
no 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 no! I split the seconds. I get an extra action every round.
Oh, blamo!
Because I'm fucking crazy.
You are.
Cocoa Puffs. I'm gonna fire two weapons, cause why not? I will have my laser pistol in one hand, and then, baby, out comes Big Rhonda. That's what I'm talking about.
Make with that shooting.
My shooting, it's only a 12. All right, we'll do the laser pistol first. 5,
Okay,
and then
that's a hit.
I'm assuming they're. Oh, that's the, and then Big Rhonda. Big Rhonda gets a +1. I rolled a 5 and a 4 again. You stinky poo! So that's a 6.
So you're rolling the skill and the attribute.
Yeah, I roll.
No,
I have the skill
skill and a
and then
wild
the
die.
wild die.
Oh.
You always roll a
Wow,
6 because you're a
die.
wild
D6
card.
is always your wild. die.
Wow!
Oh, okay.
Just because you're awesome.
Okay.
Right.
You're a
Oh, that's
cool
why
kid.
the
And-
kits they gave us the 6 is a special color.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep,
And
Oh,
as
it's
we
got the skull on it.
for the 6.
and as we learned in our interview from Shane Hensley, the reason that he added the wild die is because rolling more dice is fun.
Right.
That's the whole
That's totally
mechanics
fair.
reason for it, which is
And that's
awesome.
I totally agree.
And now we're fuzzy.
You're not fuzzy.
Really? It doesn't do that anymore?
And as long as you don't block the whole thing. So that's why one little die dancing
Like a big sheet of paper. And then you're
completely
gone.
focuses it on you on the thing. But
All right. So
good at
I
this.
fire.
I know
Am I rolling some damage?
You got 2 hits, no raises.
Excellent. Yes.
So you roll your damage on both weapons.
Okay. The laser pistol is 2d6 +1. I don't know why I'm talking
Where
about
did I
that.
put my?
Wow, I am rolling zippoo. That is a 2 and a 1. So 3 + 1 is 4.
4 damage? Okay.
Yes. The AP on it is 4.
look at your thing.
Oh.
Oh, that makes a difference.
Okay.
But not enough.
Okay. And then the other one, Big Rhonda. Come on, Big Rhonda. Oh, there we go. 6, 7, 8, 9. Plus 1 is 10. Were they unaware? They're probably not. I was yelling.
They're already engaged in a fight.
Yeah.
So
Oh
they
my god.
No problem.
are not.
So 6, 7, 8, 9, and I get plus 1 is 10, and then it's my trademark. Oh, that's plus 1 my skill for the trademark weapon. So 10, and that is mega damage
Is it?
Mega.
because it's Big Rhonda.
I just realized you got a bunch of spit on his nice card.
That's not spit.
He didn't like lick it and stick it to his head.
No, his
Oh.
forehead has a natural adhesive.
Natural
that ex-
sheen.
Oh.
Your black
What?
magic.
I hate you all.
Men exude glue
I like-
out of their forehead.
That's
Did you know
right.
that?
I love
I
how
have experienced that.
I love how the fact that Kimmy's head isn't naturally sticky enough for
Ooh.
hard to
No,
step.
there you go.
Oh!
What a freak!
I moisturized right before I put on my. It's the moisturizer.
Dun,
That's
Yeah.
what it is.
dun,
It's the
dun.
moisture.
Yeah.
Us, we're stinky boys. They have moisturizer. Moisturizer.
Uh,
So I did 10 mega damage.
yeah, I'm just.
You're like
totally missed
you're
it.
like enthralled now.
I know. I was like,
Oh.
oh, my sticky foot.
You know what? I don't care
Oh, shoot.
because the Ace of Spades.
I grabbed the wrong satchel of tokens.
I love how we all have matchy shirts. It looks so nice. We should have like uniforms every day.
This is a good color for me.
It's our
It's a great-
bowling shirt.
Actually, turquoise is the universal color. It looks good on everybody.
I know
That's
it's
true.
crazy. It actually
I
looks
don't know
good
why
on
I'm
the
telling
written
you
table.
that because you know that.
Really?
That's for the guys.
Really?
We don't know that. Yeah.
I had no idea.
No, I'm specifically the fashion designer.
That
at the
is
table.
why when you go out on a first date, it's super attractive. Super.
Make
Then no matter
make sure
what
you
she
blue
wears,
yourself
no match
before
That's
her.
right. That's right. And then you say, "I would look great on you because I'm turquoise." Works every time.
Oh my god.
You know, that's not the worst pickup
SB
line
Lloyd
I've
says-
ever heard.
SB Lloyd said Stu could probably get half a deck stuck to his head.
Oh wow!
I probably can.
Oh, he's harsh, dude. He's harsh in the room tonight, by the way. He's
Don't
he's
use up
the
all the
nasty
cards.
voice in my head tonight.
It's right.
You can place this token upon the man, for he is shaken and has 2 wounds.
Hell yeah! And then I can you is yelling free?
Yeah.
I will yell, "Jump in the water, my little friend!" That's it. I'm done.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank
All right.
no, thank you.
So can I move and shoot
Um,
without a penalty? I don't remember.
I
I meant to read the rules.
I
I woke up 5 days ago with the best of intentions.
Glitter Boy cannot move and fire its boom gun on the same round.
So I need to plant.
Yes.
So there will be some shaking. Can I see that? Can I see who he shot at, or can I?
Yeah, you can follow the. He shot laser pistols, so you
I shot a
see
laser
the
pistol and a
directional-
pump pistol.
Yeah, just bang and pew.
Okay.
So you've got line of sight. across.
Bang!
All right. Can I see the next guy over?
Nah, he's kind of in the scrub a little bit for you,
Okay.
since you weren't noticing earlier.
I'm gonna move.
Okay.
Oh, good. I mean,
I'll pick up my blast radius. I think it was there.
Yeah.
How deep is the water? Doesn't matter.
Well, you're
pretty
what,
tall,
10 feet
yeah.
tall, so-
I need to get away from him. I think that's a good game. My pace is 10.
Okay.
I have visual now?
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe not the guy to the far right. You might not have noticed him yet, but
Okay.
yeah.
Got it.
He's behind the little
So
guy.
now I'm gonna and prepare.
All right. So, the water is pretty deep, actually. You know, it's up waist level.
Okay.
On you. But you space your feet and you feel the rods plow into the earth beneath your feet. And the turbines on the backpack start spinning up. There's steam now, like in a rooster tail behind the suit,
Excellent.
starting to circulate because it's kind of up right below where the jetpack is.
Right.
I don't know what happens if you try and do it all the way underwater. We'll have to find out.
Right.
But
It probably
it's-
reduces damage.
Yeah, I would say
Probably by quite a bit.
the velocity of the round can't get as high.
Right.
Yeah, it's just or it short circuits and you die.
That could be.
But we'll see. So you are in position
Okay.
and ready. So that was the two aces.
There's a 3 and a
king,
10.
10.
10,
So
right?
10's next.
Okay.
I'm gonna like park the truck, make sure emergency brake and all this stuff's on.
You push the red button.
Oh,
and
okay.
it stops.
All right. And I'm gonna do double move. So I have
Well,
6, and then yeah,
You move your pace.
yeah,
and
and
then
then
you
I
have to
roll
run-
a d6.
Yeah, that's probably your run pace.
Yes, I made note of it.
So you move your 6 and then roll the die and see how much more you can run.
3, 4, 5, 6. Then what? That's helpful.
Hopping out
Ta-da.
of the truck slowed you down a little bit.
Yeah. And I'm slowing down a little bit before I jump in. Like just,
Yeah.
I am not a 10-foot tall robot.
No, but you're pretty well armored.
Yeah.
You know, you're not
Yeah.
just running out there like, ah, shoot me.
I'm naked.
Cool. One thing I forgot to totally explain, Sam, is
Yes.
the stack of chips that you got, the
Yes.
poker chips.
These ones?
They're called bennies. If you screw up a roll, you can toss me one of those and you get to reroll.
Ooh, that's fun.
They can also be used to, if you take damage,
Mm-hmm.
they can be used to give you a chance to just negate that damage.
Okay.
It's called soaking. That's sort of part of the cinematic action of Savage Worlds.
Sound
kind of a
good?
deal.
And Dave can hand them out at his discretion.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
We do a really
if
good job.
somebody does something really cool, or just comes up with a great idea, or makes me laugh, or for whatever reason I damn well please, I can just give you more.
I like it. Okay.
Yeah. So, it's your turn.
Oh, okay.
Because I got a 2.
Yay, my turn. I have a question
Shoot.
about, before I decide where to move and what to do, about my fire breath.
Mm-hmm.
It has a range of 12/24/48.
Oh, that's to shoot like a ball of fire. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bolt of fire. Because I got this that may come in handy for
Ooh.
you for the
Okay.
area of breathing.
Yay! Okay. So, well, that answers part of my question. So this is as far as I can breathe fire.
No, that's because I think you can do
this
either
is a cone.
you can do
this
the
is
cone,
blast. Yeah.
yeah, or you can do the like long range like
Yeah.
spit kind of a just a
Okay. So
loogie
do I
of
count
burning.
actually 48 of these for the longest one?
yeah.
Okay, so I could totally hit one of those dudes.
Yes, you can. Just from the back of the truck, just go. Woke me up.
I will move, I think. And my pace is 6, so that means I can only move 6 of these spaces,
Yep.
right? Okay. Seems small for such a
I
giant
think you
dragon.
can fly farther.
I haven't.
I don't.
How big is she?
She's large.
I have a like blue
I
dragon
gave her,
mini.
I gave her a mini.
Yeah, it's getting painted.
You can paint it.
Okay.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, soon. I have to
Soon.
give it to them.
It's
Okay.
one of the Bones minis.
Somewhere,
Is that the one you want to? Ben?
but somewhere around here, I've got
No.
like
No.
medium-sized boom, and I also have like a huge.
Big dragon.
Right.
I don't think I have a dragon, but I've got like an armored war pig or like a dire wolf kind of a thing.
I can use my dragon pendant
Yeah,
for
that's
now.
totally fine.
So flying
I think your flying speed is faster.
speed is faster, but I don't know what it is because I didn't write that down.
Oh.
Irresponsible dragon.
Hold on.
You're a dragon. I mean, I can look at the book real quick and see what she.
Oh yeah, I don't have my
Come on.
book thing.
Are these in alphabetical order?
What? What's
Uh,
the-
no.
Flight. You have a flying pace of 12.
Flying pace is 12. Okay. Okay, and does that mean that I can I fly and then take an action or?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Then I'm gonna do that.
Flying pace is 12.
Okay. So
Thank
and
you,
for
Dirk.
diagonal it was 1, and then 2, 3,
Mhm.
and it alternates.
Yeah.
Okay. 4, 10, 11, 12. I'll just go right there. And I'm going to spit fire at that guy.
Yes. So you can roll your shooting.
Okay. Shooting skill is D6.
So in this case, you'd roll 2d6.
Sweet. Okay. I got a 6 and a 5.
Oops. Ah!
Ah!
So roll the 6 again.
Okay.
And then,
4.
so you got a 10,
Okay.
which is totally enough to hit them with a raise. So the target number when you're trying to shoot somebody is 4.
Okay.
And then for every 4 in addition you get, it's called a raise. So you got a 10, that's more than 8, so that's
Right.
hit with a raise. So you get to roll an extra d6 damage.
Ooh. Okay. And my damage for that is 4d6. So I would roll 5.
5d6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yay.
Kablamo. I will tell you now that unless you roll very poorly, that guy's not going to survive.
Well, Mother doesn't seem to like him, so I want him dead.
That's right, honey. Bad man chasing a little guy.
Okay. Actually, I did roll really badly. So I got 1 4.
Well, you add them all together.
Oh,
Yeah,
and the
yeah,
rest
damage
ones?
is-
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so 7.
7 on
7.
5d6?
Oh, wait, no, that's 4 d6s. Sorry. 1 more. Plus 3 is 10.
Okay, well, that's still
Below average.
way below average.
That's below
Sorry.
average for 3 dice.
Yeah, shockingly below average. But that's okay, because that guy is already shaken and wounded, so you spit a globule of fire and it hits him sort of in the side of the face, and he begins to scream and fall to the ground and thrash around and melt until he's quiet.
Yay!
So he is now dead.
Okay.
Cool. Well done.
And now it's my turn.
Oh no.
So my action begins with that guy going, "Oh my god!"
Nice shot, honey.
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah, the little guy, you can have him run into the water. I think you already did. Or
I
your
accidentally
folder
pushed him.
did, but yeah, it's
I
cool.
folded him.
Because he'll totally be like, "Oh my god, they're trying to kill me." The Wookiee mini. You guys kind of hear him bellow something about like in a guttural voice, but he does sort of break into English and say something like, "No witnesses," and then they will all begin to fire.
Oh no.
Pew pew pew.
Yeah, I just have to make sure I get the right weapon. Cool. Oh. So Bill, you are hit with a raise by the
So I have
battle
super
droid.
reflexes. I'm -2 to be hit as long as they're aware of the attack. Does that mean is that
You're aware that you may be under attack, but
Okay.
he rolled like
okay? Just checking, just making sure, because riffs.
yeah. He got like a 15 to hit you.
Okay,
Okay.
fine.
So good try though.
I'm taking it for the little guy.
Is your armor mega damage?
My armor is +5. It doesn't say.
Okay.
So no, I have Huntsman light armor.
Okay.
So no.
Um, 16 damage. So that goes against your toughness.
Which isn't. It's 7 and then +1 because of the armor. Because the armor toughness is +1.
That's yeah. So
Right. It says
an
armor
eight.
+5 and then toughness +1. So I'm not sure.
Yeah, your armor number.
So the first 5 come off, but then all right.
No.
Because when I wrote the stats down, it said armor +5, toughness +1. And toughness is usually your figured characteristic plus the toughness.
Yeah. But you're. So that should be. You get 5 points of armor that
Okay.
can be. That could be negated by armor piercing to hit.
Oh, okay.
No, when it does the damage. So armor piercing could take out 5 of those points.
Okay.
But you get a +1 toughness also that can't be negated by armor piercing.
Okay, so it's actually a +6. I add this together?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
then I have a 13 toughness.
Okay. So he got a 16
Okay.
with you,
Okay.
which is not with a raise because it has to be
Right.
4 above
Gotcha.
your number.
Gotcha.
So you are shaken.
Gotcha.
There you go.
I need to soak that, right? Whatever. Who cares?
Fancy.
So to unshake on your turn,
Yeah, I gotta make a spirit roll.
You make a spirit roll.
That's totally cool.
Or you can spend a Benny to
Right.
just be unshaken.
Right, on the turn. I can just decide.
But you don't get to an action that turn, correct?
Now you do.
Well,
Old Savage Worlds, you had to unshake with a raise to be able to act in the same turn.
See, that's the thing you and I were reading
Right.
to each
and
other
all of our books
lovingly
said
on
the
the
same
phone.
thing,
and all our
and
books
I
said
looked
the
on the PDF, and it looked the same.
Right, which was that.
Because that's what we're trying. Because someone had told me that the Shaken rules got revised at like the second printing of Deluxe,
Yes.
okay.
and I have the latest PDF.
Look at it.
Let me turn to my pink little post-it note thing.
Because I got a notice that they updated the PDF, which I assume means that they put in whatever rules changes.
It can happen.
I would think.
Okay. Shaken. Blah, blah, blah. On their action, a shaken character must make an attempt to recover by making a spirit roll. Failure, the character remains shaken. You can only perform free actions. Success, the character is no longer shaken, but they can only perform free actions. If you get a raise, you can totally act normally.
Right.
If you spend the Benny, the shaken's gone like it never happened.
And that's changed from the old rules? It doesn't matter. I mean,
I thought that the new rule was that if you unshake, you just get to act normally.
what page
sworn
is
it.
Shaken on?
76?
Trombones at the late parade.
They're saying that
Cornets close at hand.
They were followed by
Rows
rows
and rows of the finest virtuosos who've ever seen in a marching
I
band.
love that you both like stopped at the words at the same moment. You guys really share like
Yeah,
the brain.
I'm
I
kind
knew
of
it.
shaky on the
I
words.
finished it.
I
I was waiting for Stu.
that was never.
See, that's how in tune we are
Yeah.
as vocalists.
we have a
They're
freaking hive
saying
mind.
it was errata on the PEG forums.
But it's not. It's not in the updated PDF.
They weren't specific.
Definitely no longer
about
need
that.
a raise. No, definitely no longer need a raise to act. Those are on the old Shaken rules.
Yeah, okay. So,
So even on a spirit roll, you don't need a raise to act.
if you
It's
just
a-
make a 4,
right, and they're
you
saying
can
you
act.
have the old rules.
Yeah, very
What you
cool.
read was the old rules.
in my new book.
Yeah,
See, I don't know if they've reprinted the book. That's why I
Right,
want to
yeah.
check the PDF.
Oh.
right.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Because that's what I thought it was now, but then the book,
They just mailed them. We got
Leads
them like
me
2 days
astray.
ago.
it's okay.
Okay,
It's all right.
my updated PDF says exactly the same thing.
Success on spirit gets full turn, they said.
Yeah,
Right.
that's the new.
Oh,
They
yeah,
said-
yeah.
They said
No,
it's
no,
an
it does,
errata.
yeah.
It says it's an errata on the form.
It is changed. The new PDF is changed.
Okay.
Ah, okay. Well,
Yes,
there we go.
success. The character is no longer shaken and may act normally.
Yeah.
No.
But you can
So-
always try to make the roll, and if you don't, spend the money.
Do
Yeah,
we write
see?
them and
Look
ask
at that.
for nice new books again?
Well, they have to. They're not going to print new books for
Oh,
us.
we have beautiful
Well,
books.
I mean,
We know what's up.
At this point, they're probably assuming
Yeah, everyone.
You
We
have
know
the-
what's up. Yeah.
you have the PDF. Go get a print on
You
demand.
should stick that on your forehead.
I don't know if the head glue is strong enough for that many
No.
pages.
Nice try though.
I'll give it a shot.
I know.
Cool. So yeah, that guy shot you and you're shaking.
Okay.
Oh no!
My little friend is safe though.
The next guy is going to take a shot. Wait. I totally forgot something. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Fucking dragon just flew over the river and started shooting fire at them. That's kind of
yeah.
horrifying. You
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
I'm
you
super
have like a fear check,
intimidated.
right?
Bottle test.
I don't remember what your fear
I feel
level
like we
is.
failed at snacks in this game. That's it.
I would normally provide all kinds of carby snacks, but
Normally I
I'm
bring
on
cheese,
induction.
but
yeah,
I brought
no,
wine.
I don't. Yeah. It's true. You brought wine. You were very well prepared.
That's a snack.
I actually don't take insulin anymore.
Excellent.
That's awesome.
I went from 70 units of insulin, and now in order to not crash, I take none.
Excellent.
So,
There's crackers to me.
I'm on a diet too. by
Yeah,
the
there's
way.
crackers up there. There's stuff around the corner.
In the cubbyhole of oddness.
I'll get you a cracker. Want a cracker?
There's
Oh
al-
my
oh,
I'll
God.
get you a cracker.
There's
also
salt
that
and
freaking
pepper.
popcorn stuff with the
Crinkle
chocolate
cut.
on it.
Hey, look, and there's red vines.
I don't really fine. Well,
You
I
want
do
the
like
chips?
those, but yeah, no, yeah.
Okay. See, I'm like long past.
Nobody leave.
Hey, Mother, will you pass me the popcorn?
Yes, dear.
Oh,
Thank
if here,
you.
she's gonna
You
eat.
know, only because you have to keep
Oh,
your
I don't want
strength
that.
up.
Thank you.
There you go.
Yay.
And those scales don't make you look fat. Don't.
Just because I'm 20 feet long doesn't mean I'm fat.
You're shapely. You're healthy for a dragon.
Did you
Look,
see
here, I
the
got
new?
you stuff.
No, I don't want those things.
Your rice crackers.
No, I have stuff in this.
They're low carb.
Don't worry about
rice
your
thing.
size.
All right, that guy
You
didn't make it.
said the boys like a little more booty to hold
but
at
no.
night.
Booty, booty.
I don't think they're prepared for this much dragon booty. I was
I
like
think you can handle it.
10 feet of booty.
Okay, so
I'm really bummed no one made a donkey.
Nobody better be talking about
But
my
if
daughter's
that's
tail.
not
While I'm away from the
just
table.
go ahead and move along. Sorry, I really like that song.
2 seconds
They're
to look up a rule.
egg-bearing
And he just-
hits. Thank you, Talon. Talon wins. That is the best.
All right. So
She's the
the
party stock.
the Wookiee Mini and the battle droid were not afraid, but the guy that was sort of by the bush, he saw his friend's face melt off, and he sees the dragon.
Wait, that guy or that guy?
That
guy.
guy that Bill is touching.
Okay.
He becomes horrified.
Yeah, he does.
If he survives this encounter, he will gain a major phobia. He is so terrified.
But for now,
Now-
oh,
now he is
good thing he wore his brown armor.
shaken.
Chicken! Yay!
Not stirred.
He's just, oh my god! Hi! So he's not going to get to shoot, but his friend already took a shot, and now that guy's going to take a shot.
Which guy? Wookiee or Robo?
The robot. The Wookiee's the one that shot you.
Oh yeah,
Oh, sorry.
he's next.
Uh,
Big Rhonda demands satisfaction. She's a
Help me,
date.
Rhonda.
Nope.
Help me, Rhonda.
that guy just, he maybe was a little more afraid than I thought, and yeah, he does the like gunshots into the air on New Year's.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Well, wait.
Don't shuffle.
Oh yeah,
Just
yeah,
keep-
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Toss out new cards.
Mm-hmm.
Where's your old card?
Under the
Oh.
fire cone.
Okay. Oh, even
Oh,
worse.
come on!
I'm not doing any good. Dave gets a tray. I get a Jacques.
7 of spades.
You only get spades.
7 of spades.
All right. So I believe the jack is first.
Very well. I keep telling them to stay away from me when I'm going to fight. Oh, that's German. Sorry.
It's easy to get confused depending on where you
I keep
live.
telling them to stay away from me when I'm about to fight.
Right, especially when you move into the middle of us.
No, I was followed by myself. They all move around me.
Hello.
sounds German again.
First out. First out.
I think you're outside of it.
Whatever.
I don't think so.
No.
Well, I guess.
He took a chance, and you're in it. So the child and the dragon and the crazy are all in the. All touch. Oh no, I guess.
Am I outside of it?
Yeah, as long as you're not touched, as long as your square is not touched by the circle, you're.
It's a little touched. Just like Mom is.
Then it counts. If it touches your square, then you're touched. All right.
What?
It is the only way they will run. I'm going to fire at the Wookiee.
Good lord.
No warning. I can say anything.
Not stand down.
I'm sure if we've been working together, I've been saying, leave me a white
We
bird.
saw the steaming water.
4 and a 5. So a 5.
Yeah, that
That will
hits.
heat. And then I roll
Not a raise, but
2d12 plus.
No, it's 4d12, my friend.
I thought that was if I have that double whack thing.
That's just the boom gun stats in the little box.
So how do you know how much?
Oh, it is
damage your
4d12.
weapon does?
Oh, okay.
Which what does?
It should
I don't have
say
enough
in
D12s.
your weapons section.
I wrote it all down. It says AP4.
That's your armor. It's
Yeah.
your armor
Armor
piercing.
But it should have,
should
a
have a
damage
Mega
am-
damage.
It should have
That's
a
the type
die
of
damage
damage.
amount there.
Oh,
Ignore.
it's noted that boom gun drops a template, not a single target.
Oh.
In
Oh,
in
that's the
chat.
small template?
Yes, that's the medium blast template.
Are you shooting at this guy?
Yeah.
Wow.
You could attempt to shoot in between the two.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll fudge over a little bit so I can hit them both.
Yes. Right there-ish.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
11, 16, 20, 24, 28. Because I get plus 4. 4d12 plus 4.
That's cool.
Mega.
Yes. Mega.
Mega.
So, those of you that have, before we resolve that, those of you at the millisecond before the blast hits its target, you all are now faced with a vigor roll.
Full environmental seal on my suit.
That gives you something. You get +2 to your roll.
Plus 2
But
to
you
the
still
vigor
must make a vigor
roll.
roll.
Everybody?
Not you.
Not
No.
you.
No.
You're the only
Just
one
in
that's
the
safe
circle.
from
This
the...
blast radius?
Yeah, I know.
Is like the horrible, deafening sonic boom.
It is le boom.
Vigor. Vigor. Vigor.
I have 8. Yeah,
Le
and then
boom.
And we make
And a
a
d6.
and a d6.
And, we,
Okay.
and what is it at?
And you need
Just
a
straight
4.
vigor roll? No.
You get a +2 because of your environmental armor.
Do I get anything for being a giant dragon?
Nope. Your auditory channels are wide open.
Nope.
9 plus 2 is 11.
3 and a 2.
Nice. So roll 3d6
Okay.
and tell me the number.
Do you want to roll? Do you want to roll for my little friend?
Oh, I rolled
he
good
failed.
on that one. Damn it. Do I add them together?
Yes, add them together.
Son of a biscuit. I'm going to eat someone.
I'm very crunchy.
Doesn't mean I won't try. Your armor probably has gnaw marks
You
on
just
it.
wake up and
Eight
God
plus
damn it!
13.
You're like her teething tooth tray.
13.
So-
It's very shiny.
so for the next 13 minutes, you are hard of hearing
What?
and you are shaken.
Oh, really?
What?
Did you make yours, Bill?
Excellent. We have a
Yeah,
terrified,
I rolled a.
deaf baby dragon on our hands.
But you can
I
spend
rolled
a penny
a, I rolled a,
Okay.
a 6
And
and then
shaken,
3 more
wounded.
when you
Not
exploded, so 9
incapacitated.
and then plus 11.
Yeah, you rocked it. You're all good. Can you put that by the small child next to Bill? Who's now hard of hearing and shaken and just fucking freaked out.
And your boom gun has armor piercing 25.
Yes.
Yes.
So
Damn.
you fired it, and the tree and the two guys that it hits, and basically everything around them evaporates. Just like
There's
Like
like nothing
that-
even left of them. I
that-
just
yeah.
removed them from the table.
yeah, just they're gone. Just like that sonic space depth charge from the prequel Star Wars movies.
Right.
Just like they're just gone.
Do you
Okay.
have a little, do you have
Yeah.
a little towel?
And the tree like splintered in half.
I don't.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna,
Yes, there's just a hole in the tree. So now in the
Saw it.
windstorm, in 100 years, it'll blow down, and
Right.
everybody will be sad.
that's delicious.
Wet erase. All right, so that was the jack. Now the 10.
I would 10 of diamonds.
Yep.
Yep,
Let's
that's
see.
you. So he just.
That makes me nervous. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. Is there anything like if I enter their adjacent to them, they get it first attack?
Leaving there is, but not entering.
Right.
But if I stand right next to him,
And if he leaves, you get a freebie.
okay.
He gets no.
But I don't get an
special
attack at this point because I've ran.
You could attack, but it's at -2 because it's like a second action.
Okay, but I have something called First Strike. Does that change that? Because if it does, I'm going to move one more.
You should actually be faster
Oh.
than that. You should have +2 pace and a D10 for running.
Oh.
First strike, you may attack one foe who moves adjacent.
It moves
Okay.
into your.
So that's like an opportunity attack.
Okay.
So I have.
Come
Okay,
backwards.
what was the pace?
You should be +2 on your pace
Okay.
and a D10 for running, not a D6.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's okay. I didn't know that. I wrote down the other stuff.
Oh, the glitter boy has a swim pace, so that must be.
You
Ooh.
can swim.
I just don't know about firing the gun. That's all. Yeah.
That would not be effective.
Yeah. You could totally go through. I'm not. There's no penalty for going in the water. Just
Okay. Well, I'm going to attack him because why the hell not?
do
So I'm
it.
going to pull up my. Mine's actually, it's not like lightsaber, it's like actual fire on the sword. Like it's like this weird kind of white, yellow, gold, like just light little like licking of fire on the edges of the blades,
All right.
which probably looks really awesome at night, but it's probably not at night right now. And I took a fire sword.
Thank you.
Was that what I was supposed to take? That
Well,
was
that's up to you.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Or
It-
flaming sword. It's a
but you just roll your fighting.
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 My workday is
I'll
over.
always call it fighting because the first Savage
Blew
World
things up?
universe
Check.
game I ever played was Deadlands. So.
Right.
10.
And a D6.
I did that too, but that was a 2.
Ah, okay.
Wait, but you get a
But
10 on
your
a 10
10
sider.
explodes.
Oh, explode!
Oh yeah. If you get the top number on the die, you roll it again and add that to
I
it.
did
You
that
get-
9.
when I
Nine.
set fire on that
19.
guy.
19. So you have hit him with a raise. Your Psi Sword damage is your strength die plus your spirit die
Alright.
times 2.
Strength die
Ooh.
and spirit die plus 2 times 2.
Times 2.
So, wait. Okay, that's awesome.
And then
And do I
well,
still roll the wild
you roll a
die?
D6. Yeah, that's because you got a raise. You'll get that extra D6, but that part's not times 2.
Okay. So, 6, 5.
Damage dice explode.
So,
Yes.
11.
Everything
So,
explodes.
22.
Everything explodes.
Oh my god.
Boom, boom, boom.
I'm going to take a while to remember that.
Boom, boom, boom. That's what I'm reminding.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
17 all in?
Did you multiply the
Oh, no, I didn't do the 3. Okay, so it was 11, so 22, 28,
Throw
28.
numbers at me.
29, 30, 31.
31
Because
damage.
I rolled 11, one of them exploded, I rolled that one
Significantly better.
again.
Yes, it's all good.
He's dead.
And it's also armor piercing 6.
Yeah,
So you
he's dead.
I'm sure you're dead.
you wrecked that guy.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
He's in
not,
half.
He's not like
No.
misted.
He's- no.
Like,
No. He's still there, but I
Yes.
probably just went,
Sure.
and he's
Oh,
just
yeah.
like cauterized.
He slid.
And then,
yeah.
Bill Nye in Underworld.
Yeah.
Very good.
Nicely done.
So those guys are all dead. There's a child that sort of ducked down in the water next to you, grabbing his head and crying. And he's just.
I grab his shoulders. Are you all right? Are you okay? Oh my gosh! You're fine now, little fella.
I want to go home. I want to go back home.
S.P. Lloyd said he got Anakin.
yeah.
I have the high ground.
So he's totally, yeah. He's
Yep.
just crying.
Oh.
He got 17 minutes on
Oh.
his hard of hearing. Oh,
No,
yeah.
you'll be. I'm trying to like talk to him and I'm asking him all kinds of questions and attempting to be like helpful.
If that little kid
but
had
I'm
a
also just-
Colt 1911 pistol, he would pull it out slowly and stumble across a bridge and try and shoot Stu with it, and then a jet would fly over. And
And
I'm
I would
gonna-
let him.
I'm going to go over, like,
But I'm like holding him at arm's length, like
very calmly put my hand on his shoulder.
you are
then
fine, small person.
Very
the small
gently.
person is fine, I'd think.
Yes, he's fine. Good job. Excellent. You're
Tears
so
streaming down
maternal.
his face.
It's excellent.
I want to go home.
I'm gonna put him on my kind of on my hip and just let him kind of.
When you get him up close, you notice that he is not a human.
Oh.
He looks a little elfin.
Okay.
Just some kind of a dimensional being.
Okay.
You don't know exactly what.
Okay.
He kind of has glittery eyes.
Okay. I'm gonna make sure none of my like skin comes in contact with him. But I'm gonna like still.
Right? He may be like a poison dart frog.
Yeah.
You don't know.
I have no idea what he is. He sweats acid. Who knows?
I think he's broken.
Beep, beep.
You can't hear me.
You go back over the car and reach in and knock the
Yes.
He should
It's
be.
time to go.
He will repair soon. He will repair soon.
Yeah. I'm
Oh my god! I turn over like, oh my gosh, that little kid is hurt. Like he can't hear anything. Can you? But you probably can't hear me either.
I'm just ignoring you walking back to,
What?
to
What?
the truck.
What? What?
Beep beep.
What?
Lambert has plans as a castle, please.
Does my shaken go away since we're not in combat
Yes.
anymore?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
When you get out of combat, you unshake
Okay.
automatically.
Just get back on the truck. It's like
He
not
just climbs back
interested.
up there like, action complete.
Oh, I have to go
sleep
check
now.
out this guy. There's like a body over here.
There totally is a body over there.
I require physical information from it.
You get over there.
This one's cut in half for you.
Isn't
can
that
make
one
a-
some sort of battle droid?
Keep the butt with the belt.
Oh wait,
all
no,
these
they're all the
stuffings.
red dudes.
You can make knowledge check, like knowledge rifts or knowledge arcana. Might tell you a little more about them.
Hmm.
They're flammable.
Melty anyway. You didn't
Melty.
ignite, but
Yeah, that guy's melty. He's like, there's not. I mean, he's not a lot left of him, but he's melty. Hmm. I have arcane background psionics. Will that help me in any way? No, that just lets me use psionic abilities.
right.
But
you can always make a knowledge check. And
I'm just gonna make a
negative two.
just Joe knowledge check. -2, because I have no skill in it. 3. A 3. No, they're.
There's some kind of creature.
I know
in
what they are.
another
Oh, I
place.
know what they are. It's fine. I know what they are.
He next to his melted side of his body, there is some kind of a rifle on the ground.
Hmm. I know something about these though.
Yeah, it's a decent rifle. It's not in great repair, but it shoots lasers.
Pew pew.
Oh, that'll come with me. I'll come back.
Like, do you have like knowledge armament or weapons or?
No, I have some guns though.
You can make a smarts check. You're fairly well knowledgeable about guns.
I'll make a smarts check.
Or you could just take it back to the Whistling Dwarves.
Ooh, a 4. 6 on my smarts. So -2. Oh no, go.
No, it's
yeah,
fine.
6.
Yeah. You know it's an NG rifle, which stands for Northern Gun, which is essentially a company that's taken over much of the northern part of Michigan, and they make all kinds of armaments. It's not a super new thing, but you know, does 3d6 damage.
Okay.
You know,
Okay. Yeah, it's always a rifle.
cool.
Yeah.
Not mega damage though.
No. No. It's probably the same as my 447.
Similar. Yeah.
Yeah, ballpark. Sure. Yeah.
There you go.
It's familiar enough.
Other than that, he just mainly sort of naked with like some metal chunks in his flesh that look like implanted cybernetics type of stuff.
Okay.
He's kind of got a loincloth. Doesn't have ID or anything. It's a dude.
But no ID.
No.
Nothing
you can
written.
check. I mean, you can search more thoroughly if you want to take the time. But nothing that you
Look,
see.
I'm crazy, but I'm not crazy.
Well, I didn't know how far you wanted to go down that road.
Not that
so-
far.
Yeah. So there he is. The kid, he starts to calm down as you're sort of holding him and comforting him. After a few minutes, Lambert like going, "Are we leaving? Please, anybody?"
Matilda is making poutine tonight. I do not want to miss it.
The kid kind of starts to calm down a little bit, and you can tell he's starting to hear a little bit better. The clear fluid has stopped running from his ears.
Well, he had obviously had an ear infection, and it's cleared out.
It's just blown out. That's
Right.
one strategy doctors don't regularly employ, but could get the job done.
I'm gonna kind of hum to him just a little bit. I don't know if he can hear it yet, but
Well, yeah, I mean, he takes comfort in it.
yeah.
And he seems to be a little bit knowledgeable, and he saw your crazy flaming sword and kind of maybe has an idea of what's going on. And
Okay.
a little bit, so he's not freaked out about you guys. He's just freaked out still because he was just chased down by horrible
Okay.
red demon dudes, and they were trying to shoot him before you showed up and brutalized them.
I'm kind of doing like the rocking thing too, that like when women who've had kids like, or worked with kids like stand up and they have held kids a lot, they kind of do the rocking
Yeah,
back and
it's an
forth thing.
automatic thing.
Yeah.
Yep, because it distracts them
Yeah.
from their bloodlust.
Yes.
We're talking about the mother's bloodlust, right?
Oh, the children.
Oh.
Oh.
Spoken like a man who has twins.
No. They know when you're weak.
Do they have sibling rivalry yet?
Mm.
It's gonna get worse.
Well, one of the automatic adaptations for survival that we've taken on is whenever we get a toy, we get another one in a different shade. Just that's okay. One of you got a little bouncy horse for your birthday. On Amazon that same day delivery. Dad's ordered a blue one. It's on the way because we're not gonna go through that. Mm-mm. But the kid starts to calm down, and he's like,
Everyone's like, bloodlust affects 1 in 3 children. My kids are nuts with bloodlust. Bloodlust too strong. A lot of bloodlust discussion.
because some people know.
Hey, Kimmy. Chips.
The satchel.
If Zachary was armed, like right now when I went in and intervened,
Uh-huh.
he would have killed his sister. He was pissed off. She gave him she made ramen and she
Ooh, I'm not
made a
deaf
bowl
anymore.
and said, "Oh, I want some too." And so she goes and gets a little tiny ramekin and puts like 9 noodles
Oh
in
my
it
God.
and a little bit of broth and gives it to him, and he loses his shit.
That's a pretty good needling.
It is. And Allie's like, he said he wanted some. He didn't say how much.
God.
Zach from SD is like, so this kid is totally cool with this cold armored woman comforting him over our warm fleshy vessel. I guess so.
I mean, his options are pretty slim. I can try and comfort him,
Yeah.
but I'm not sure how well that'll
We're
work.
presented with these
He
options.
didn't really notice the dragon because he was running and then he dove in the water and then he was deafened and crying. So he hasn't really noticed the fact that there was a dragon that
That's
melted.
sort
But
of
that's
why I
okay
went and
because
got
now
on the
I'm with
truck.
Tiffany. You did so good.
But,
you were,
um,
you were so. You
As
were
he starts to calm
Did
down,
you see me melt
he
that guy?
Yeah, you totally melted
he talks
that
about
guy.
how he was out playing by the river and these
See, it's like mother-daughter
guys
day
came
at work.
along and they started chasing
good.
him. He's from a village up the way,
Okay.
and their village has been dealing with these guys coming and messing with the village and attacking and
Okay.
wrecking their stuff. And they've even kidnapped people and
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. But he just wants to go home.
We should take him back to his village.
Yes, I definitely agree.
Oh. We should take him back to his village. The Putin can wait.
I
I
still
grew
agree.
those potatoes myself. So he kind of gestures. It's like if you cross the bridge and head up this direction.
All right.
And you kind of tootle along and get up the road, maybe about 1.5 miles, 2 miles. The brush around the side of the river that's been kind of thick, but your truck has been maneuvering through it, starts to thin out, and you should actually see some tilled fields and stuff. And
Okay.
then there's this village that starts to appear in front of you that does not look well armed or armored in any way.
Right.
It's got a couple of buildings that look like they're old, that survived maybe even pre-rifts buildings that are just there, still standing, but not fancy in any way or anything. And
Okay.
there's a lot of ramshackle structures that are just sort of put together. It looks like the village has started to do some work on fortifications. Yeah, but like it's really not much more than a waist-high sort of wall
Okay.
out at sort of the edge of the fields.
Mm-hmm.
let's see. I think you have psychic or magic. I don't remember.
I don't know.
I know, Sam, you have magic, so you can roll
Right.
I
I
have
a
magic.
notice.
think
Or
Cyberknights are psionic.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think they are.
psionic.
yeah.
Yeah, we're both psionic.
So you can
What do I
a-
roll?
A notice check again.
Okay, I don't have notice, so I just rolled
A
two.
D4 and a D6 minus 2.
D4 and a D6. Okay.
Actually, no. Just make it a straight roll.
'Cause it's magic.
A D4 and a D6.
A D4 and a D6.
No -2.
Okay.
You don't have to subtract the 2 from your numbers.
Where did it go? I got 2 ones. I'm real good at noticing things.
Your head's still ringing a little bit from earlier, and you know, it's kind of, you keep pawing at your side of your head, and you're just annoyed. But that hum kind of drowns out what you might have noticed. The kid, as you guys sort of rumble up through the field, he's getting more excited, and he's like, "Oh, thanks so much. I just want to get back to see my mom. My mom, she's totally the mayor of the town. She'll totally give you a reward for saving me."
Mothers are wonderful.
No,
Yeah.
no
They can
reward
be.
is necessary. It is.
Well, no,
Oh no,
Enough
there's
that
totally
we-
reward necessary.
I'm sure we'll give you something. We don't have a lot, but
It was the right
That's
thing
okay.
to
thank
do.
you. He just seems like a sweet kid. Like,
Yeah.
he's not a little punk.
Mhm.
He's not annoying. He's just happy to be home and alive.
Have you ever shot a weapon?
He's like, yeah, a little bit. You know, he's 8 to 10.
You should totally have this. I'll give him the NG rifle.
Now,
So
now I'm
'cause-
reminded of the Hogfather. The like, you shouldn't give a child a sword. It's dangerous. They might hurt themselves. Well, that would be an important lesson, wouldn't it? But he's totally like,
You can
That's
only
awesome.
give it to him if you show him how to use it safely.
Sure. Shooty end. Pull the trigger. Point shooting. Boop. Yes, I'll totally show you.
he's totally like, that's awesome. He's just completely over the moon enamored.
Yep.
Like, it's a Red Ryder BB gun times 10. He's like, come on. I'll show you where my house is. And you kind of get up near the edge of where the wall is, and you see there's a couple of dudes kind of stationed around that are looking out, and they kind of giving you the eye, and then they see him kind of wave at them, and he points at the gun, and he waves, and they're kind of confused, but they're like, okay.
That's such a kid thing to do. I got a weapon! I got a thing! Do you see that?
But they don't cause any trouble. They both have what look like even less advanced rifles than the one the kid's pointing at. But they're not armored up in any way. They just look kind of like farmer dudes that have some guns that are watching out over the field. You get past the wall. You got to park the truck.
We should always stay in contact. We should
The
always be
kid?
friends. To the kid, yeah, I said to the kid. We should always be friends.
Okay.
Put your head next to my head. Put your ear next to my ear. It's the friendship handshake.
I don't know. It's kind of
So you don't
Weird.
you don't want to be my friend? I gave you a gun.
The kid's totally like, okay.
All right. One of the voices in my head said that he would be tribute and would go into the kid. Zach from SD said, "Cal, I volunteer as tribute. Implant me into his mind." So I assume that's going to do it. I have no idea if it actually does, but that way. So I figured then we'll they probably can talk to each other
Yeah, they have
over space time.
tiny communication net.
Hell yes.
Yeah, that's how you build your slave army.
Yeah.
Oh we're going to be friends
Yeah,
until
yeah.
I need friends.
He's a sleeper agent now. 25 years from now, the kid's like, he's just eating breakfast, and then he just stands up and knocks the eggs on the floor and walks out of his house. His wife's like, honey, what's wrong?
Everybody in the chair is like, says, "We must colonize this new world." Agreed. Little voices like, yes.
They put the Zach from SD.
Yeah. Yeah. He said
Zach from SD is this guy in like a little capsule, all strapped down with a helmet on, like, ready to go.
yes.
I picture like little minions. And all.
It's like what was that? Inner Space.
Yeah.
With the
All right, Zach,
Yeah.
you've been sent as tribute. If that's actually what happens, I have no real idea. But as
Yeah.
far as I'm concerned,
that's what you know is happening.
Yeah.
I know. You and me, Zach.
But the kid, after he gets weirded out a little bit, but he jumps out of the truck and he's got the rifle
Excellent.
and he runs up to. It's not a huge building, but it's a pretty big. It doesn't look like a house. It looks sort of like a garage, like a big garage on the side of a small building.
Okay.
Like it may have been a shop or like a mechanic's garage or something at one point.
Be more careful when you run like that. Don't run like that with the weapon.
Always make sure the safety is on before you start running with your weapon.
Yes.
No. Always make sure the safety is on when you start running with your weapon, young man.
The kid's like, what's the safety?
You did not show him where the safety is.
No, he
What the
said-
hell's a
This is
safety?
child.
He said there's the shooty part and the trigger
And the
part.
trigger
and you
part.
point
Don't pull the
shooty
trigger.
part.
You're safe.
I'll get out and I'll go show it.
Just
Good luck.
Shaking my big dragon head on the truck.
Already put in my backstory. what
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah.
I'm totally looking inside.
You're totally like, it's
It
kind of
stinks.
rank.
Yeah.
Just not a pleasant smell that comes out of it. It's pretty tight quartered. You know, when he gets out, he's you don't have armor on, right? You're just like in a
I don't
body
think.
suit.
I
kind
don't
of a
think
thing.
so.
Yeah. So you're totally in like a morph suit. Just
Okay.
hello, children. Do not be afraid of me.
It's probably like a jumpsuit of something.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
But the kid's like, oh, okay. And he kind of holds out the gun like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cause trouble.
Here's how you take out the thing.
Does
You
the-
load the bullets in here?
Does
They go that way.
Does the helmet, like, if I sit my head in and talk blah 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 blah
Probably.
blah 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 blah. Oh, hello, I am Robofrog. Québécois, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Look at me, little boy, jump, shoot, pew pew pew. Oh, fromage, sticky cheese.
So while he starts talking, and it's pretty loud
Oh,
coming
of
out
course,
the
yeah.
speaker, there's the door of this little
I'm
side building opens up.
precariously hang like so my head's in the helmet.
He's not
so I'm
actually
just pulled
in it,
back.
he's
I'm
just
not in it. I'm
leaning
just
back
like
and
I just
pulling
like the
up.
voice. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, this thing's really crappy. Would you pay $4 for this suit? This is terrible.
So what comes out of the door?
The door opens and a lady comes walking out. She's got a bandaged up leg and she's kind of got a makeshift crutch.
Okay.
She looks very similar to the boy. She sort of has jeweled looking eyes, like they're faceted, sort of. And a little bit of elfin appearance with some longer ears, kind of a deal. And she goes, Vaughn, what are you doing out there? Oh my God, why do you have a gun? And she's
I'm
like
teaching him safety.
hobbling. Thank you. So like she's hobbling across the yard as quick as she can go.
We saved him up by the bridge. He was being attacked by those red monsters.
Oh my! Are you
Tiffany.
okay, Vaughn?
Tiffany,
Mom,
Tiffany.
mother, get out of the armor.
Do I sound like the robot frog guy?
We can't take you anywhere. You're so embarrassing. Mother, stop embarrassing me.
The lady is totally like, I'm glad you're okay, son. And she's just looking at the truck. Are you still like in dragon form, or did you? Yeah. So there's like just a dude that's like hanging out of a glitter boy suit, that's making weird noises,
And a dragon who is like
and a dragon who's
who
just
is
going, "Mom,
face
stop
palming.
it! Quit it!
Mom,
Quit it!"
God, you're so embarrassing. I can't take you anywhere.
Am I embarrassing it?
There's some like you see some other people coming out of the buildings, like looking over there, like
Okay.
what is happening? And like some people are kind of freaked out at the dragon. They're like, oh, and like some people go back in their house and close the door.
Return to your homes. Return to your homes immediately. Return to your homes.
But some more people do come out because that never
So I'm
works.
gonna get off of the truck, walk
Never
over,
works.
and just like slap him out of the suit. Just no. Get out of there.
You're still dexterous, so you can totally
Yeah,
like
just
grab on and
and
lift.
just no.
I don't know if it matters to you, but you're getting messages for the kid.
I am. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the one single
Oh,
voice in
the-
his head.
Oh, I'm way up too high. Hold on.
Zach from SD.
Yeah.
Defend. Oh man.
So the kid doesn't seem to be reacting to the tiny person in his head yet.
Oh.
It may take some time to take root. You can't just, you have to grow your tendrils of horrible control.
Just find his way to the neocortex.
Right.
Let's tickle his pituitary.
So I'll give the gun to his mother.
She kind of takes it from me. She's like, thank you. And like she sees the glitter boy suit and she's like, oh my, what?
And a dragon holding some other person.
Well, she sees the dragon and she's like, oh, okay, but the dragon's not like doing anything scary other than like lifted you out of the suit. And she's
I
like,
put you down.
is everything okay? Like,
Your boy, he was being chased by the beag.
oh, they've been. I was attacked when I was out in the fields the other day, and they messed up my leg, and
Where does they come from?
we don't know.
Which direction does they come from when they come here?
We've had people attacked in all directions around here. They've sent word that they're part of the black market, which is another faction that exists.
Okay.
They don't really claim territory as much as they try and control the flow of commerce. And that they're wanting to kind of take over our area because we're very close to she kind of points up to a hill up behind the town. We're very close to a nexus point up there, and in the distance, in the daytime, it's kind of hard to see the blue of the lightning that's coming together, but up there at the top of the rise, you can see a point where they are intersecting, and there's a
That
little
makes
bit
more
brighter.
power, right? I'm
Yeah.
assuming.
Yeah, and the fact that Rift's open.
Oh, that's
and-
where they open. Okay.
Yeah,
got it.
Rift's open at Nexus points, and
New stuff
it's a lottery. You might get horrible demons trying to kill you, or you might get a portal to a realm filled with gold.
Right.
So they want to try and control those. She's like they kind of want to they want us to cede control of our village so that they can monitor the rift up there, and we've been talking to some people about some help because as you see we don't really have a lot to defend ourselves with here, and we've worried about the nexus up there. We've had some incidents where some things have come out. We had these bat people that flew out, but they mainly just scared some of the livestock and moved on. But we've been pretty lucky. It's not very active, but
Do you know the area around the Nexus very well?
pretty well, yeah.
So they are not up, around there.
No, we haven't done a lot of scouting for them because the people that we've sent out were either killed or taken captive, that we haven't seen them again.
Yeah.
And sadly, they represented most of our armed townsfolk. We just have a few guns left, and now apparently this one is pretty nice. Thank you. And thank you for helping my son. He likes to go exploring, even though we've told him time and again not to.
You are quite welcome, madam.
But yeah, we've been trying to talk to some folks about defending our town a little better and see what's going on. And as she's sort of explaining this a little bit, from you see down towards the edge of town, you see there's a sort of a survival-looking tent thing, sort of out of place. It looks
Like a Quonset hut?
a little less permanent than that.
Okay.
It's more like one of the domed tents you'd see for people that are trying to climb Everest
Hold on.
at base camp.
Oh, okay.
Like
All
it's
right.
all kind of snazzy.
Here, hold on for a second. I think we might have just lost this yet. No, yeah, back for everybody. Okay. Excellent.
Hooray!
We return from the land of disconnection,
Yes.
the most terrifying land. But
The tent.
yes, so
There's a
up
tent.
down the end of the street, you see a tent sort of in a little field, a little clearing between some buildings, and it looks totally like a fancy survival kind of a tent. In fact, you even see a little thing about the size of a milk crate on the outside with a big tube that goes into
Like
the
the
side of the thing.
external heater.
Well, it's got a tube that goes into the side of the tent, and it has some glowing lights on it, and that kind of a deal. And you know, the lady has just been talking about how they've been talking with some people about trying to defend the town from these things and stop the black market from moving in and that kind of a deal. And stepping out of the edge of the tent and looking down the street after hearing sort of the ruckus, you see this dude step out of a tent
Oh, okay.
wearing his highly skull-like black shiny armor.
no.
So he's a good guy.
Yes. He's not holding any weapons, but he just steps out of his tent. And I think that's a good place. to start.
Oh, look at that! All that work to get back.
I know.
That was the
I know. I literally was like 30 seconds away from a good place to stop. But then no. But yeah. Thanks everybody for joining us.
Yep.
I hope you've had a good time listening. I know I've had a good time sitting here laughing, which is really the point and the reason why I do this.
Absolutely.
And thanks again to Pinnacle for their support and the fun of Savage World Drifts.
Absolutely.
Woohoo!
And we will be playing this game again, not next Monday, but the Monday after that.
2
weeks.
2 weeks.
So, 2 weeks. Next Monday, we'll be playing Vast Dominions at the same time.
Yes.
And what will we be playing the Sunday before that?
We will be playing our Vampire the Masquerade Moat of Sin.
Vote of Sin.
So this
Woo.
next Sunday, 5 p.m., Vampire the Masquerade. Then next Monday, Vast Dominions. And then we'll be back with this game the Monday after that.
Yes.
Check the
I-
schedule, happyjacks.org/schedule.
Or schedule?
Schedule.
I'm going to play the outro song and then I'm going to
Schedule.
play the
Excellent. Okay.
We're out of time and out of space, lamenting for the human race. A cataclysmic crisis from the past. A small blue world, thunder torn, an apocalyptic nightmare born, and mankind better learn to cope with it fast. Watch the glittering protectors rise! Inhuman foes meet your demise! And boom, boom, boom! Your end is nigh!
The preceding program has been a presentation of the Angry Folk Media Empire.